Hi lovelies and welcome back to another TikTok video. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strand and here is Belistic Gist. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload videos, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my video, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MV. Thank you so much for all the love and support. All right lovelies, let's get into the video. So guys, there is this stereotype that is going around that Black Americans are often so angry, so bitter and all of this, and a lot of of this have been going on online, and I decided to, like, okay, let's just see why, and let's see what's up about these angers and all of this. And I stumbled across this video on my For You page on TikTok where a Black American man was actually explaining, and I understood so much with him, as because of this it mostly made some of all these African people to come for Black Americans. Like, why are you guys even angry, and also angry at black at normal African people? So I was just able to put up a stitch from an African woman, as well as the African or Black American man, because he was actually explaining why it feels that Black Americans are also angry towards African people and all of these guys. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together, and by the end of the video I'll be leaving my own thoughts. Guys, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think. And do not forget that this channel does not support any form of violence. We're just here for educational and informative purposes, guys. So please share this video, leave your thoughts in the comment section if you think one or two things to put to this. And let's get into the video.
Start by saying that I don't like to categorize people as a group. Black is not a monolith. However, I will say I am glad to see more Africans speaking out. A lot more people feel the way I do. They just don't have the cojones to say anything because they know people are gonna come for them. My previous account that was shut down at 600,000 followers got a lot of flack for putting people in their place, for rebuking gatekeeping based on skin tone, for calling out the hypocrisy of the toxic Black collective in America, for rebuking this fantasized view of Africa that is illustrated and exaggerated by Hollywood, with the support, of course, of those in America who are descendants of slavery, who claim they were kings and queens, which they were not, by the way. People who don't understand their culture, gatekeeping something does not belong to them, pisses me the fuck off. And when you call them out on it, they're very fast to exude their xenophobia. How can you claim to be something you hate and don't understand? How can you say I'm African, but when an African actually tells you that's not the way that works, you tell them go back to your country? So when you hear about all this beef between Africans and African Americans, there is and there isn't. Depends on who you're talking to. Okay, I'll start by saying.
Okay, just want to share this with you. So as I was getting my lunch, an African gentleman walked up to me, said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "No problem." He says, "I want to understand why Black Americans are so angry. Why you hate this country. This is a great country. I've been here for 6 or 7 years. You guys need to respect and be proud that you're here." I said, "Okay. All right." Now, he asked it in a respectful way. I said, I'm gonna answer your question, sir, but I'm gonna answer your question, black man to black man. He says, "But I'm African." I said, "Okay. I'm still gonna keep this respectful." I says, "You say you've been here for 6 or 7 years." I said, "The reason you are able to come here and do what you're doing, live the life that you're living right now, is because of Black Americans. That's why. Because it was our great-grandfather, great-great-grandmothers who fought for the rights for you to be able to be in this country and do the things that you're doing now." I said, "You walked in this restaurant, you came through the front door, you didn't have to go to the back. The fact they're even serving you is because of what Black American ancestors did." I said, "You say that we seem angry and we seem upset." I said, "Because even though you may not intend it for your comment to be disrespectful, I said it does come across as disrespectful. I said, because other people come to this country from different places And they don't want to acknowledge that black Americans are the ones who fought for everything that you're enjoying right now. I don't hate YT people. I don't hate Palm people. I don't hate anybody. It's not worth my energy or my time. But I got love for my fellow black people. I want to see them succeed. We don't have the resources that other groups do. I say, you coming into this country as an immigrant, you get more benefits and you get more opportunities than we do. We have to work twice as hard. There's more leeway towards you than us. So for us, yes, there is a bit of frustration, because whenever we fight for something that's based on equality, that's based on rights, even our own culture, everyone jumps in front, takes a piece of it, and leave nothing for us. So yeah, there is some frustration within the black American community, because everybody's taking from us, but nobody's acknowledging us. Nobody wants to give us just credit. I said, have you been to school here? He was like, I went to school in Africa. I said, okay, he's from Ethiopia. I said, you got to understand something. I said, our history is not taught to us. We have to excavate our history. They can do a little digging for their history, but our history has been wiped clean. So for us, I said, even you, the way you're talking now, you don't see us as fellow blacks, because you put a difference between us, that you're African, I'm black. Cool. I said, you have to understand that that's what we face every day. That's what we deal with. So the fact that other people come here and benefit from what we fight for, what we march for, what we're trying to get done now, every community benefits and gets laws passed and gets things done above the black community. So that was my response to him. I just kind of let it go right there, because you can just see when a conversation is just like, he's just not getting it. Just not getting it. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that it's hate. No, it's not hate. We've always just wanted to be accepted as humans, as individuals. That's it. That's it. We're not asking for nothing. We just want to be accepted as humans, as individuals, have the same rights and opportunities as everybody else. Because, we've always been taught, if they build a bridge that's 15 feet, for us to even get recognition, we have to build a bridge that's 300 feet and twice as high. Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
Before I leave my own thoughts, before I leave my own commentaries, I want first of all to acknowledge the things that Black Americans have gone through, the things that Africans have gone through, the things that our forefathers have gone through, the fight they have fought just for us to have the little freedom that we have today. The sacrifices, the suffering, everything which they have passed through just for us, the generations to come enjoy whatever we are enjoying today, to come have a little bit of the liberty that we had today. So guys, okay, let's go into the video. So this narration of Black Americans being angry why they don't like Americans, and it's even coming from Black people, like African people, like you're trying to justify the fact that okay, these people are too angry. Like, who wouldn't be angry? Like, who wouldn't be angry? I have suffered most of my decades. My generations have suffered most of my decades, of their decades. Our ancestors, the father, the one that gave birth to me, the one that gave, have suffered so much to put a particular, a particular state where it has been. And because of this, we are not even treated properly. We are not even, treated accordingly. We are not given reparations. Number one is even reparation. Like, do you expect them to feel blessed or to be happy? Like, even till today, there are a lot of benefits that they ought to be benefited, but They are not getting it, and you as an African person, you don't know you don't even know what these people have passed through. Did you know what it takes to live your own, to live your where you come from, like to live wherever you are? That they were like during the days they took them out from most of all these African countries, then take them in terms of slaveries and all of that, sweep out all their cultures, made them to start speaking different languages apart from the language they were born or brought up with, and they made them to even change their names. They made them to serve. So they really, really suffered. And after all of this, till date, it's not as if the suffering have totally, gone up. You should know the way these people are actually treated upon. You should know how black people is treated in America. And you, because of, all these things that these black people have passed through, you are at least opportune to come to America. You are even able to, move to places, get your things, and without no one harassing you, without no one, trying to and you think that these people have not done a lot to achieve this goal. You are not even acknowledging the fact that you are so free to go to places like that, and you come out and nothing. You are from at least they have really fought the force that if not for that, I don't think that there are I don't think that immigrants will be able to go through America, come back, and being in a kind of space and also feel free and what have you. And the worst part is that they are still not getting what they were able to get. They are still treated less. They are still not treated how they were supposed to be treated. And you, as a fellow black person, you're supposed to understand this fact and acknowledge the fact that, oh my goodness, it is because of this person that I am able to be where I am today. This is one thing about African or some African or black people, they tend to say, okay, some black people or some black Americans are angry. They're so angry, but this place is nice. Everything is nice. The government is okay. Whatever is okay. But you are just saying from afar. You don't know what these people have really passed through to come this far. You don't know what they are still passing through. Do you know that there's some job that's, even if they are qualified to do, they will not do some certain kind of job? Do you know that even till date, the level of rape and safety exists among them? Do you know even till today, there's people who work in a store without being looked at as if you want to come, take something, or you want to come steal something? Even till date, they still don't have that, you know what I mean? They are supposed to be acknowledged by Africans at least. If these other people can acknowledge them or give them what they deserve, you as an African person, you're supposed to understand. You're supposed to understand that these people were just stripped out of so many. From their ancestors, they were taken out to a particular place to go create another kind of society. They have to even try to create their own culture. They have to create their own style, which everybody is copying today. We rap, the culture, everybody's trying to copy, and you are telling those people that they are angry. Are you not supposed to be angry after all the sufferings, all these years? You are not getting what you're supposed to, generations. You're still treated like a second class. You're still treated like someone. You are still suffering. Do you know that some African people or from any other person can just come to America today and just succeed? Why people that have been there suffering, trying to make the place very conducive for everyone, they're still not getting what they're supposed to get. But you we just come and you're still telling, you have the guts to still say that, oh my goodness, these people are so angry. Are you kidding me right now? Are you when I saw that first when she first teach, okay, some African Americans, I know that some people that does that, maybe they want to correct. These people don't really know their Like, what they know is that they are Americans. They try as much as they can to try to create something for themselves, and you correcting them like, okay, this is not how it's done, this is Africa. No, it's not their fault. Oh my goodness, it's not their fault. Okay, if you try to correct them and they are like, oh my god, how will you correct me, go back to your country? Oh my god, just leave them alone. They have had enough of everybody trying to control them, everybody trying to correct them. Like, they have had enough right from their forefathers. Like, if you feel that they don't want to be corrected, man, just leave them alone. They have tried to bring this culture together from what maybe their ancestors have taught them. They could just do the things this way, and since we have been strapped up our cultural heritage or whatsoever, just let's do this on our own and do it. Just respect that fact. Just leave them alone. They will try to add some African things. It's like, it's still not bad. It's still not bad. That is part of them. That is part of their ancestors. You don't want them to maybe leave what the ancestors has taught them to do what you feel this is Africa, and they are also trying to acknowledge their ancestors as well. So I just see this as something that you should just have to leave people alone, and try to understand people, or try to respect the fact that this is how I want to do my things. I have been ripped out so many things. This is what our ancestors actually left for us. So I just want to continue this way. Then you, as you feel that, okay, this is how it is done in African way. Okay, even in Africa, there are different cultures in Africa. Yeah, there are different cultures in Africa. The cultures are not even the same. So okay, let's Black Americans culture should be one of those African cultures which we have in Africa. So why try to correct someone? You won't tell me that African cultures are the same. No. There are different cultures in Africa as well. There are thousands of cultures. So you're trying to correct an Black American person, like, okay, when you want to correct them, they'll tell you to go back to, of course, they'll tell you to go back to your country, because you don't need to correct them. Even you have different culture from other African cultures. All African cultures are different. Like, there are different African cultures. You can't even count them enough. Seriously, lovely. This is what I just see. When I saw this video, I was like, okay, let's educate ourselves. Let's see what is happening. Okay, this stereotype of Africans or Black Americans are angry. Or they are out to be angry. Leave them to be angry until when they get what they deserve. Seriously, guys. I don't know. This is just what I feel. This is what I thought, guys. Why don't just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of this video. Do not forget that this channel does not support any form of violence. We're just here for educational purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe if you've not done that, and I'll see you lovelies when I upload my next video.